Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be taking a look at Outer Space 2. Yeah. It's made by AudioThing. It's a lot of fun. It's an emulator of something cool. Oops, what happened? Where did my sound go? Hang on a minute. We're having technical difficulties. One moment, folks. We'll be back with you shortly. That was my fault. It actually wasn't a technical issue. That was absolutely 100% my fault. I do apologize for that. Damn, do it again. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. What are you all doing? You all doing well? Let's fade that out. Welcome to the show. I had to set some
things back up.
Yeah! It's a day, let me tell you. Flick, back, flick. I'll let the music finish, and we can do it all now. Let's put up my name and stuff. I jumped the gun there. I'm Jade. What's happening? I hope you're all doing well. I jumped the gun, and because I realized I'd forgotten to put the sound effects back on my microphone from the other day, I still hadn't done it, that I went to go do it, and I forgot when you open up the Rodecaster desk, it shuts everything off on the desk. Yeah. All right, happy days. Wow, so glad that Christmas thing's over. Can we not hear another fucking Christmas carol again? I'm done. If I hear another one, I'm going to jump out a window. I love Christmas. I love it. It's great, but I'm done. I'm tired. I've had enough. No more bloody mangers. No more bloody snowmen. No more bloody trees. Let's get on with it because it's the end of the year now, and we've got a whole new year coming up. Welcome to our Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking the join button or the link provided or the link below, and you can join the Wart Warriors for $1 and get custom emojis that you can use in the chat and muck about. Hello, Gary Hubs. Eyes to you. Eyes down. Jim. Leela. What is happening? Great show from what I heard because I had internet issues. Who else? Audible Video, Jim, Robbie Stingle. Thanks, Thomas. Boom. Thomas is smashing you with the links, guys. No snow here as well. Seagull Rock Squawk because it's Australia and we don't do snow. All right. Have I missed anyone else up here? I see Greg O'Sullivan asked a question as well about this being, did GSI do with this? And they did. They actually released this a little while ago. But I don't know. It's up to you guys if you think it's better or not. I think it's a bit deeper than GSI's one. If I'm completely and utterly honest. Have I missed anyone up the top? There's Audible. Pigs in Space. At the end of today's show, we'll dump you over to Mr. Smith. He's doing a live thing today for Boxing Day. It's Boxing Day in the rest of the world, not Boxing Day here. That was yesterday. Yes, indeed. All right, let's cover some things before we get, I hear enough about Baby Jeebus Snap as it is. Yeah, no more. We get it. It's done. But I hope you all had a good one. All right. Lovely jubbly. Where are we going today? So, yeah, we are taking a look at the Outer Space 2 from AudioThing. It's a ripper. Yeah, we're going to make a lot of noise with it. We're going to bring out the guitar. We're going to do a whole bunch of things today. But first, what do we cover? Let's cover a couple of things that are coming up on the show. Hello, Sean Chandler. Good to see you. Because tomorrow on the show, we are taking a look at, if I can find it, this thing, Sector. Sector. It is a unique amplitude sculptor. Whatever the hell that means, we're going to find out tomorrow. It's weird. It's wonderful. It does some very strange things, and that's cool by me. Boom. And then coming up on Thursday, US and UK time. Finally, it is happening. For the first time here on the channel, instead of doing an interview with somebody over the internet on a Zoom call, we have Cold Acre coming into this studio live. And we're going to be sitting across from each other for 2 hours talking turkey and drinking booze, because that's just what we do. Last year, he came into the studio here, but we didn't do an interview. He just sat next to me. Tomorrow, Thursday, hopefully we're going to have a desk and everything. We have all set up. It's going to look like an episode of Joke Rogan. See, I retained that joke. But this is happening, boom, on Thursday, US, UK time, and Friday for Australia and Asia countries. Yep, matching coffee mugs. That's happening as well, Gary. Yep, and we're both going to be wearing leotards. It's going to be awesome. And then on Friday, US, UK time, it's the annual event that we have every year here. It is my selections of top 20 songs that you have made this year in no particular order. So we're doing this on Friday. There is no walk with me this week, unfortunately, because Melbourne is rained out at this time. The weather is not delightful. It's horrible and 19 degrees and raining, so I can't go outside. So Walk With Me is cancelled till next week, which is actually a good thing because it's good to have a break, yeah? And there's probably not a lot really open because what time of year it is, but that is going down. Hello, Feisty Feather. Hope you're doing well. Tigra, hello. Thank you so much for the super chat for my videos. Is it possible to export samples made by DigiSticks? That's a good question. I actually don't know. If you can record, you could sample them. I don't think you can export samples. I'm pretty sure. Audible, are you on that? Would you know that? I'm pretty sure you can't sample, or you can't export them. What I would suggest is sampling them in a sampler, possibly. Maybe use like, I don't know, Koala. Sample them in Koala. Is that a good idea, Audible? I would say so. Because I have a lot of drum samples on my Mac that I can't sample, and I sample them with Koala from Mac onto my iPad. That's the best. All right, or Salome, Koala, yeah, there's a bunch of them. So there you go. Thank you. Did you get Merv Griffin set? No, I didn't. Hello, Sith. Hello, Ed. You can auto-sample them in another app. Yeah, you can use an auto-sampler. What's that sample app? I can't remember what it's called. Do I have it on here anymore? There's an auto-sampler one that will auto-sample the entire thing. Does it have a sample robot like DigiSticks? I don't know. People are saying Sample Whiz. You've got probably a lot more help here of everybody in here right now. Or drag them into a header in Logic Pro. Well, you could do that as well too. You could record them in Logic Pro, possibly. There's a whole lot of ways you can do it. So, all right, I need to move on. I hope that's kind of somewhat helped. I mean, there are a lot of sampling apps to remove those sounds, but I'm pretty sure you can't export them. Let's oge over to here, to the Beat community. Oops, what am I doing? Get it together. So the Beat community is our favorite website we come to every day. I'm on the wrong place. Here we are, Beat community, where updates, samples, expansions. Jonathan Bell has dropped Riffler and Riffler Flow down to a low price, and that's really good. So both the Riffler apps are on sale. Dmitry Pavlov apps are on sale. Red Shrike is on offer. Back Pulver is on sale. AudioThing's dropped this one here, Outer Space 2 that we're looking at today. Price drops over here. You can see Riffler's on sale for $9.99. I can't see the other Riffler. See if we can find that. It should be down here. No, it's not even showing. Riffler Flow. There we go. No Riffler Flow. How much is that? Riffler Flow. It's $9.99 as well. So both Rifflers are on sale. There you go. But we're looking at this. Let's move in and take a look at this. We are looking at Outer Space 2. Now, on here, it doesn't say 2. Yeah, Sample Wiz will work perfectly. Absolutely. Sample Wiz, Salome, there's so many. Audio Layer, Koala. Koala's your cheapest one and probably one of the best ones because it will split the samples down as well. I use Koala to do it, actually. So here we have Outer Space 2. Now, it's called Outer Space 2, but here it doesn't say it. It is a tape echo machine, and it is a replica of a... you want to see what it's a replica of? Yeah, it's a replica of this, the RE201, the Roland Space Echo. Now, this thing has been around forever. GSI did a simulation of this as well, as Gregory O'Sullivan mentioned in the chat. It is a little bit closer to exactly what this is, where AudioThing's new one has a bunch more options. And it's, I don't know, I don't want to play favorites, but I like this one better. I do like this one better. I think it's good. Koala, K-O-K-O-A. Thomas, would you link Tigra to Koala or Leela? Because it's super cheap and it's really good. If you would do that, I would love you forever. So this is the original Space Echo from Roland. Now, yeah, back in the 70s, this thing was released, right? So it's 1974 it came out. It's got a long, long history. You can see a lot of people talking these things up. Look at this thing. It's a beast. So this is what it is, a simulation or emulation of that we're doing today. Hello, DJ Koji. I hope you're doing good. So, and what was the price again? The price was $12.99. Is it on sale at the moment? I don't know. We'll check out now. Yes, it is an intro price. So if you're going to get it, it will go up on January 6th to $19.99. So this is a sale price, just so you know, so you're aware and everything's kosher. We good? Oh, let's make some music, shall we? And show you how to use this thing right now. I've got this thing that I made. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. So, as you can see, this has taken up a lot of DSP. Now, this app can take a fair bit of DSP. Depends on the sampling rate that you use. So be careful with that. We'll talk about it when we look at it. But I also have a Mariana in here and and an Anamoog. So, you know, they're a little bit hungry as well. We've got a Helium running and we've got a Outer Space 2 on every single instrument, yeah? So, without further ado, let's hit play and see what happens. Wicked. Good fun, huh? All right, let's kill this. Let's take a look at the controls. What do we do? How do we use it? What's the deal behind it? Well, we need to create some kind of project, don't we? So I think we'll start just something really, I've got this little project here that I use all the time. You may have heard it before. It's this little blues number. I think it's nice because it just separates 3 tracks. So to hear it by itself. I've used this a lot for demos just because it's nice and clean. Boom, we got stars everywhere, haven't we? Audible videos filling in the stars. So as you can see by this thing, it's a pretty nice representation of the original hardware. It's got all the same things, except it's got a whole bunch of different newer controls down the bottom that you wouldn't find on the original. Let's just solo this. So this is your init patch that you're going to hear straight away. So you don't have to do too much to get a sound straight away. It's already got a nice, very nice echo happening. Not only does this have echo, but it does have a reverb as well. First place we're going to have a look at is, of course, the top of the controls. You have all of your presets. Let's kill that for a second. All your presets are up here. Just got to click on the top preset pad. You've got a whole bunch of selections here. So you've got 4 categories. That's pretty fair. So now there's a reason this has something like 4 categories. This isn't your normal app from AudioThing, because this thing's been out for a long time by these guys. I'll just quickly show you. You can get it also over here on their website at AudioThing. It's also a VST and AU, so you can use this for your Mac or your PC. It is $39 at the moment. It's currently on sale. So if you want to get it for your Mac or PC. So it's had a lot of time to... I didn't mean that. So it's had a lot of time to get better and better over the years. I think it's been out for like 3 years or something. So it's had a lot of updates and got better and better. So now that by the time it's come here to iOS, it's you know, got a history. So a lot of the features and functionality and the amount of presets that we have come from it being on PC for a very long time. Yeah, so it's well versed, well seasoned, if that's what we can say. So you've got a user bank as well. So anything you save in here, you can create your own categories as well. So you can go in here and just say make a new category. And then in this category, you can save a preset in here. So you a little bit more complex than the normal AudioThing banks, which is nice. Here's your save button. Here's your delete button if you want to delete a preset. We've got a magic dice if you want to randomize some sound. Let's hit play. Let's hit the dice a few times. So what you'll notice there with me flicking around the sound, those randomizations, you would have heard this. Of course, we've got a little bit of authentic noise in there because the original was an analog piece of gear and it made a fair bit of noise. That's what these things did. So if you want to keep that kind of, and you can change the tone of your noise, so you can go in and do that. Just if you're hearing a little bit of noise, that's what it is, and you can turn that completely off if you want and remove all the noise. As you notice, when I hit the magic dice, everything changes. Nearly everything on here moves around. But you don't have to have that. You can change things by hitting the lock here, and you can decide the things that you don't want to randomize. So we could go into the noise here. We could click this, and anything you want to make sure doesn't randomize, we'll get a little padlock. See the little padlock there? And then when we click off here and now randomize, none of those items with the padlock will randomize, yeah? That's creepy. Now, if I want to turn off those, just click on the little lock and you can turn them off. Or you can go to the settings here and unlock all parameters. Boom. Or you can go lock all parameters, and now they're all locked, so you can't accidentally randomize anything. And you can't accidentally change a preset, right? Because everything's locked. So that's really handy. Unlock all parameters. Sweet. We've got some global settings. We can clear the buffer, host buffer, all this stuff. We have host reset. We can oversample. We can copy and paste presets. There's an online manual here as well. Pretty standard stuff, yeah? All right, let's go to our initial patch, if I can. Is there an init, or is it... Let's just do this. I'm not sure if there's an init. Okay, let's... I'm going to save this init because I can't remember if there is one. There we go. Okay. Let's talk about the mode selector here and the heads, because this is a 3-head echo unit. If you don't know what a head is, so these machines used to run on, well, they still run on, if you can get one, run on tape. So you have a tape spooling around, and it's the tape that creates the echo, how fast the tape is moving, yeah? So we have 3 of these, and the tape, like a normal cassette, just think about an audio cassette. It runs over the heads of the cassette and of a cassette, and that's what generates sound. So we have 3 heads in here, and you can have 1 running, 2 running, you can have 3 running, and they can all run at different speeds. So that is how you get multiple echoes going on. And you can select these with our mode selector. So if we go right down to the bottom, it will be reverb only. So it will turn off all of the echo. So echo is delay, reverb is reverb. So if you hear me say echo and you're thinking, what is an echo? It's delay, right? It's another word for delay. We can do that. Yes. So if we hit play now, we've only got reverb coming through because the selector is pointing only at reverb. And our reverb's over here. Now, we can have a short decay, a dark type, or a bright reverb. So they're your simple options. Hello, Jenny. Did I say hello already? I can't. Now you'll notice there's a bass and treble here. Now this is a little bit confusing because these aren't for the reverb. These are actually for the echo, but they can be for the reverb. Down here we have a little switch that says EQ with an arrow pointing to reverb. So if we turn this on, now this bass and treble should affect our reverb. So you can hear that. So these can be associated with this section here, right? As long as this EQ to reverb is turned on. If you turn it off, now these will have no bearing whatsoever on the reverb. double tap anywhere on a knob and they will go back to the center, yeah? Okay, so let's turn down our reverb. So that reverb's off now. If we hit play, we're just getting a clean guitar sound, yeah? So our mode selector, now you'll notice none of the heads are selected here. There's nothing selected. And now if we turn this up to 1, let's go up to 1. Now you'll see our first head is selected. Hit play. And there's our echo. Now we can click on this down here and drag up and change the echo. Now this is in a free running mode. If we turn on sync, now it is sunk. Now it's sunk to our BPM, which is currently 95, right? And now we can click on here and change to like a half. Or we can turn the repeat rate knob and this will alter our echo as well. How nice is that? Let's bring in the rest. We can bring in some reverb now. Now you'll notice no reverb came in. Or did it? Don't think it did. Because our mode selector doesn't have reverb as part of it. Let me show you. So you'll see around this knob here, it says echoes. So see on the outside there? So only echoes will be selected between 1 and 4, but anywhere from 5 around to 11 will be reverb and echoes, right? So this is how the knob selector works. So even if I turn up the reverb while we're on 1, 2, 3, or 4, there will be no reverb added to it. It is solely echo. Now you can go in here and change the intensity, which is your feedback. How long you want this echo to go for? Let's go all the way. Just be careful because it's going to self-oscillate. So yeah, there's a lot of intensity there. That's why it's not called feedback on here, it's called intensity. You also have a flutter and a wow. So this is like a, old tape warble you'll hear as we turn this up. Let's bring it in. All right. Now, as I mentioned, you can add some noise in here. Just to give it that real old school analog happening. But the other thing that's cool about the noise here, see this envelope switch? When we turn on the envelope switch, this works like a ducking. So whenever the note's played, the noise is only heard. Watch or listen. So every time the music stops, that noise is going to disappear because we've got an envelope connected to it. Kind of like ducking, similar kind of thing, you know. Let's take the noise out of here. We have a send over here as well. If I turn off the send, none of the echo will be heard. So this is like a quick, you can turn this off, this echo. We can have a wet only, so this is just the echo. But we got to send it, of course. So now we're just hearing the echo. Let's take out some of that wow. I'm going to stop that for now because we've reached almost just over our halfway point. If you're enjoying the show, please hit the like, do that kind of stuff. If you're watching on the replay, hit subscribe. We do this halfway through the show to save people from missing out on anything because YouTube is ad supported. That's how I make money on here. So every day on the show at this time, I hit the ad button, run the ad, and if you get the ad, then you can skip it and come back and we'll wait for you because I hate knowing that people might get it sent an ad and they miss out on what's being said. So I've run the ad. If you want to avoid the ads, you can actually sign up to something like YouTube Premium and get no ads whatsoever. But we'll wait for people to get back. You may or may not get served an ad. It's just how it is. It sucks, I know. But at least I try and let you know it's coming so you can be prepared and then you come back and you haven't missed me saying anything that you might have wanted to hear. Like anything I say is important anyway. So, hopefully, people are back and we can get back into it now and further this exploration into outer space. Let's hit play. So, yeah, we're only hearing the echo right now. And remember what I said before about this bass and treble? When it's not being sent to the reverb, it's now controlling the echo. So we can add some treble in there. We can add some bass in there. Hello, Forrest. Hello, Independent Manny United. So you've got an EQ up here. Remember, we're just hearing the echo right now. You've got a preamp over here on the end. Back here, you've got your input and output. We can turn up the output. So you've got control over what's coming in, what's going out, all that stuff. Now, the one thing that is happening, hello Charlie Gabolden, is, let's talk about this, oversampling. Let's stop this for now. So, I know there's a lot of people who'll download this app or maybe have a bunch of apps that have oversampling. And you may have an iPad, say an iPad Pro from 2018, which doesn't have a lot of RAM compared to the M1s and M2s these days. Now, if you're running an app like this, be aware of down here because currently this is set to 16 times oversample. Now, this is pushing the limit of this app. It is getting every goddamn digital bit of sound out of it and trying to max it out to the highest quality by oversampling it by 16. And this, if you run multiple instances of this app all running at the same time, this will choke your iPad. So be aware that you can turn this off at any time. And did you see that? Look up here, my DSP. 3%. Let's go now and set it to 16 and watch what happens to my iPad's DSP up the top. 3% to 31%. Right? Something as simple as oversampling will just max the shit out of your iPad, right? So if you're running something like this and it's getting choked up and your DSP's all crazy, remember, pay attention to your oversampling. You don't need to have it at 16. It's probably overkill. Nobody's going to hear the difference, but you have the ability to do it. Okay, so that's nice. You can go down to something like 2 if you want. Hit play. See, that's nice. We're at like 6%. Let's try an 8. Even 8's 17%. Right? So it's important to understand your oversample. I'm going to leave it at 16 anyway because my iPad Pro can handle it, and I like that. Down here is a soft clip. So this is essentially like a limiter, so it's not going to get too wild and blow out your sound. Always good to make sure your soft clip is on, yeah? Just to save everything from blowing the shit out. All right, let's talk about these. This is our mono. So if you got headphones on, you would have heard that echo would have gone mono, right? So now we're in mono. And now we're in a wide stereo. So this stereo one here will widen your stereo field. And you can add this delay down here as well. So we'll stop here for a second and let's talk about the mode selector a bit more. So we want to bring in some more heads. Let's show you the different modes and what happens. So if I turn this to mode 2, it selects head 2. So hit play now. The difference between the heads are they have more options. So if we go here, I can't do it on this one. Let's go back. Definitely in our unsunk. So we're now running a head 2. If I go here, it's head 3. And just to show you, all of these heads down the bottom, all 3 have their own controls down here. So we have head 1, head 2, head 3. Each of them have an amount of volume, so you can get a balance of volume, and you can go in and pan them. So if I move this up now to number 4, you will see we have 2 heads here that we can set to different rates. So we can go an 1/8 and we can go like a 32nd and hit play. And now we have 2 different heads running, and we can go in and pan these. And get some really crazy effects going on, some really nice stuff. Okay, let's stop that. So, the one thing you need to know when you've got multiple heads running at the same time is this repeat rate. So you can see I can go in here and click, and I can change these individually as I like. But once you've got more than 2, this repeat rate slider becomes a universal. So everything that's down here that's on will move up together. They'll still be the differences that they were. See how this is like a half and an eighth T? They'll still move up at the same, but they're both moving together. So it's a really handy way to move everything together, but keep the differences between the 2. Okay, so let's move into our last bit of the mode selector up here. So once you move to 5, this is where our reverb gets added now. So now you'll see we've gone back to a head 1 and reverb, a head 2 and reverb, a head 3 and reverb. Then we've got head 1 and 2 and reverb, head 2 and 3, head 1 and 3, and all 3 heads all together. That's a lot of head. And the reverb. So now we can go in and set these to all different rates, whatever we want. Sounds rad. Right, let's solo this again. Come back. So we also have these touch buttons. So these are only affected when you hold down on them. We have a touch and a drop. And we can change the quality of our tape. All right. Come on, move over. There we go. Also, there's so many controls to this. It's so good. I mean, there's so much to it. Down the bottom here, we have more tape controls. So we have our drops. So we can change our drops down here. Let's hit play again. We've got a pre-emphasis. We can add a high cut, a low cut, and we can change the variable speed, the variable speed of the motor of our tapes, and the rate ballistic. So you'll hear what happens. I love that. Are we back? We'll try that again. Don't go over the top like I do and always push things to its limit. I'm going to just load up to start off. Let's grab a preset. There we go. So we've got 2 heads running now. Wild. Let's add some reverb. Let's add some to this guitar. Whoa. How dark is that? Look what it did to that riff. Man. Okay, so you can kind of see how this works. We've got a basic understanding of how it works, hopefully. So I think now it's time to just fuck around with it, yeah? For a little bit. Let's make something strange. Should we make something strange? I reckon we do from scratch. Let's do something strange. I'm going to start off by creating. I'm going to bring our, let's do something really odd. I'm going to bring our BPM down to 30. Why not? Yeah, why not? So I've created a MIDI channel. I'm going to load, what am I going to load in here? I'm going to load, I'm going to load a Muse Bud because Muse Bud's fun. And let's find some instruments to throw in here. Maybe Wave Cloud, because we've looked at that recently. We'll send a Muse Bud over here. And of course, we want to add in here a outer space 2. And we want to send Muse Bud to that. So we don't have a sound yet. Now, somebody told me, David Collette told me there's a sound in here that I need to check out. Let's see if I can find it. It's called don't click this preset is what it's called. Well, I have to, don't I? What? What? Let's go through some presets in here as well. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a good start for something fucked up, haven't we? Of course we do. So this is in a C major. Let's just use a whole bunch of Chems apps, shall we? Maybe some Animoog? Why not? We need a space echo in here, outer space. Now this works great on drums too, yeah? Obviously. But we'll put in some guitar maybe. Let's throw in 4-pocket strummer. Now I'm going to go into 4-pocket strummer and remove the effects because there's already a tape delay and a reverb on here. So let's get rid of those. Wicked. Let's solo this for a minute. Let's see what we can find in our presets here. Remember, there's a lot of presets in here. I'm going to turn down the echo volume in here. Right, because we're trying to create something for like Silent Hill. That's me, I'm freebasing right now. Let's add in something just for some texture, like a glitch scaper. See if we can find something that's a little bit like infinity-like. There we go. Now we need like a kick drum that's going to have some repeats. All right. Use hammerhead. DSP's up to 70. DSP. I'm going to go in here and change the sample rate to 4. Let's bring this sample rate down. It's off with this one. Let's try and reel it in a bit. 16. We'll go 4. So we want some echoes on this, big time. Listen to what we've done to our kick. Listen to that kick. What the hell? I'm going to take out all the noise. So it's like being reversed. We've got the effect coming before the actual... That's pretty crazy. We're going to add another glitch scaper for some rhythm, because Glitchy's got some wicked rhythms in here. Let's add something nice. So we've got left. So basically what I'm doing is with Bounce Bud, we're sending out, so this left side over here is connected to spell dosa, but I want it to be high. I want all the notes to be high, so we're going to go into the settings here and find the left side and make sure the minimum octave is between 4 and 5. Maybe. Now, I'm going to add something a bit different here, so a bit of Altether this time, just to give it some air. So we are in a C major, so you know. How far can I push my iPad right now? It's at the max at the moment. I love it. Let's find a nice preset in here. All the DSPs are at 76 DSP. That's bonkers, man. Let's downsample a little bit. And to wrap it up, let's add a guitar in there. So for my guitar tone, I'm actually using, if I can show you, the brand new Tonex pedal for my guitar sound. So we're in C major. Now we got some guitar. Well, there you go. Man, wild. It's still going. Listen to it. Should we save that? Why not? We'll call it Space Echo Jam. There we go. Done. Cool. Kill that sound. Boom. Done. All right. So there you go. That is our look today at Outer Space, available for desktop and Mac. So PC and Mac, $39 if you want to get it there. And also here we are on iOS, where it will cost you $12.99 and will go up on the 6th of January to $19.99 US dollary dues. Remember that. It costs a hell of a lot more when you're in Australia and Canada because we get ripped off the most. Yes, indeed. Cool. Bananas. Wicked. Sounds great. I love the app. I think it's awesome. Tomorrow we're taking a look, as I mentioned earlier, at Sector. It's strange. It's really strange because K devices make really strange apps, and I love strange. You know I love strange. Strange is really cool. The day after that, we have Cold Acre coming here live in the studio, live, hanging out with me. We're going to do an interview with him. It's going to be wicked fun. And then on Friday, US, UK time, it is that time of the year where we take a look at my top 20 songs that you have made, in the community. And that means also next week will be my top 20 apps of the year, which I think will be on New Year's Day. So, good stuff. Awesome. Now, there is a wicked live stream coming up not long after this in about 40 minutes' time. Mr. Smith will be performing live for Boxing Day for you guys. He's our featured artist today. Would you believe it? And last week, he did an incredible live stream with his band, the Methadrine Hamsters. And I've been working on some vocals for a Methadrine Hamster song. You didn't hear that, did you? But maybe I am working on some vocals for a Methadrine Hamsters song. Anyway, I'm going to play this live clip from Mr. Smith and his band, the Methadrine Hamsters, performing live on YouTube. And then once the show's over, I'll dump you over to his show that starts in 40 minutes' time. This is, I think it's 11D12, 12D11, 11D12 is what it's called. And yeah, I'll see you later. Do the things that make you happy, my friends. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Thank you for viewing. Hit the like, please. Do the subscribe, share, all that fancy stuff. It makes everyone happy in the algorithm. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is the Methadrine Hamsters with Mr. Smith. 11D12. Boom.
we'll all rise together. 'Cause you make me shine better.